McLaren. A name that has redefined the supercar world for decades. From the record-breaking McLaren F1 to the hybrid hypercar P1, this brand has always pushed the boundaries of performance and innovation. But in 2021, McLaren stepped into a new era with something completely different, a car that blends electrification with raw supercar power. This is the McLaren Artura, the company's first series production hybrid supercar. A machine built to prove that the future of performance doesn't mean sacrificing excitement. In this video, we'll explore the evolution of the Artura, how it was born, the technology behind it, and why it may be the blueprint for the next generation of supercars. To understand the Artura, we first need to look back at McLaren's journey. For years, McLaren was known for lightweight engineering, blistering speed, and some of the purest driving machines in the world. The legendary McLaren F1 of the 1990s set the benchmark for performance, a naturally aspirated V12 masterpiece that still holds records today. But as the automotive world began to shift, McLaren knew it had to innovate. That turning point came in 2013 with the McLaren P1. It wasn't just another hypercar, it was a hybrid. Combining a twin-turbo V8 with an electric motor, the P1 delivered both insane performance and a glimpse into the future of electrification. But here's the key difference: the P1 was an exclusive, limited-run hypercar, a halo project. The challenge for McLaren was clear: could they take the lessons learned from the P1 and bring hybrid technology into a car designed for everyday production? In 2021, after years of development, testing, and refinement, McLaren unveiled the Artura, its first-ever series production hybrid supercar. Unlike the P1, which was built in limited numbers, the Artura was designed to be a core model in McLaren's lineup. At the heart of this project was a bold mission: to merge McLaren's racing DNA with cutting-edge hybrid technology, without losing the soul of a true supercar. Visual, assembly line shots, close-ups of carbon fiber frames, engineers assembling the hybrid V6. Narrator, voiceover. To achieve this, McLaren built the car from the ground up. They created an entirely new lightweight platform, the McLaren Carbon Lightweight Architecture, or MCLA. This wasn't just about saving weight, it was about preparing McLaren for an electrified future. Every detail of the Artura was carefully crafted to balance performance, efficiency, and design. It wasn't simply about adding an electric motor, it was about rethinking what a modern McLaren could be. McLaren's design philosophy has always been rooted in one idea: form follows function. Every curve, every vent, every surface has a purpose: to enhance performance. And the Artura is no exception. At first glance, the Artura carries McLaren's signature DNA: the teardrop-shaped cabin, the dihedral doors, and the flowing aerodynamic bodywork. But look closer, and you'll see a new level of refinement, a car sculpted not just for speed, but for efficiency. Visual, close-ups of the front splitter, side intakes, and rear diffuser. Wind tunnel footage with airflow animations overlaying the car. Narrator, voiceover. The front end is sharper and more aggressive, channeling air precisely where it's needed. The side intakes feed the new V6 engine while cooling the hybrid system, and at the rear, the exhaust sits high, giving the car a race-inspired look. Inside, the design is minimalist yet driver-focused. The digital cockpit, floating center console, and lightweight materials remind you that this is a machine built around the driver, with no unnecessary distractions. At the heart of the McLaren Artura lies a revolution, an all-new powertrain built from the ground up. Gone is the familiar V8. In its place, McLaren developed a compact, lightweight 3.0-liter twin-turbocharged V6. But this is no ordinary V6. Paired with it is a powerful axial flux electric motor, seamlessly integrated into the transmission. Together, they produce a combined 671 horsepower and 720 Nm of torque, numbers that launch the Artura from 0 to 100 km per hour in just 3 seconds flat. The electric motor isn't just about speed, it adds instant torque, making throttle response razor-sharp. And with a 7.4 kWh battery pack, the Artura can drive up to 30 km in pure electric mode. Silent. Efficient. perfect for city streets before unleashing the full fury of the hybrid system on open roads. But technology goes far beyond the powertrain. The Artura debuts the McLaren Carbon lightweight architecture, a new chassis designed specifically for hybrid integration. This not only offsets the weight of the battery, but also keeps the Artura incredibly agile. Add to that an advanced 8-speed dual-clutch transmission, a new electronic differential for sharper handling, and cutting-edge driver assists that enhance, not replace, driver control, and you've got a car that feels both futuristic and unmistakably McLaren. With the Artura, technology isn't just hidden under the skin, it's alive in every moment behind the wheel, pushing the boundaries of what a modern supercar can be. Numbers on a spec sheet tell part of the story, but the true test of the Artura lies behind the wheel. From the very first press of the accelerator, the response is instant. The electric motor fills in the gaps where turbo lag would normally live, delivering seamless, linear power. The result? Acceleration that feels both effortless and violent, a perfect harmony of electricity and combustion. But the Artura isn't just about straight-line speed. It's about precision. The lightweight chassis and new electronic differential work together to deliver cornering that feels razor-sharp, with the car almost reading your mind as you dive into bends. Every input is met with confidence, the steering, the braking, the balance. It feels alive, responsive, and connected, like a true McLaren should. And yet, the Artura is surprisingly versatile. Switch to pure electric mode, and it glides through city streets in near silence, a calmness you'd never expect from a supercar. Then, with a flick of a mode selector, the beast awakens, unleashing the roar of the twin-turbo V6 and the adrenaline of a true track weapon. The Artura delivers the best of both worlds, the thrill of raw performance, and the sophistication of modern hybrid technology, a driving experience that feels like the future, without forgetting the past. When the McLaren Artura entered the market, it represented more than just a new model, it was a turning point. This wasn't a limited-run experiment like the P1, but McLaren's first step into making hybrid technology part of its mainstream lineup. In a world where Ferrari, Lamborghini, and Porsche were also moving toward electrification, the Artura positioned McLaren firmly in the race for the future. It showed that hybridization wasn't just about meeting regulations, it could enhance performance, redefine efficiency, and keep supercars relevant in a rapidly changing automotive landscape. For enthusiasts, the Artura sparked debate. Some feared the loss of pure combustion emotion. Others celebrated it as a glimpse into what the next generation of supercars could become. But one thing is undeniable, the Artura left its mark. It proved that McLaren could innovate, adapt, and still deliver the same thrill that made the brand legendary. In many ways, the Artura will be remembered not just as a car, but as a milestone. The one that bridged McLaren's glorious past with its electrified future. The McLaren Artura isn't just another chapter in supercar history. It's a signal of change, proof that electrification in the McLaren Artura isn't just another chapter in supercar history. It's a signal of change, proof that electrification and passion can exist side by side. From its all-new hybrid powertrain, to its lightweight engineering and timeless McLaren design, the Artura shows us what the future of performance might look like. A future where innovation and thrill don't compete, but work together. So, is the Artura the blueprint for tomorrow's supercars, or simply the beginning of an even greater transformation? Only time will tell. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive into the evolution of the McLaren Artura. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit like, subscribe for more car stories, and let me know in the comments, would you drive a hybrid supercar, or stick to pure combustion? Passion can exist side by side.